You might have thought of Planiversity as only or strictly being a travel planning app or a travel organizing software, and there's a good reason for that. Up until now, we've essentially been selling ourselves as specialists in that field. However, about a year ago, we started introducing the event planning software, which meant that you could take that trip planning capability and really expand off of it, and now you could actually do the same thing with events, which made sense, right? If you're planning a trip and you want to organize a lot of information, being able to do the same thing for an event was just an easy jump, right? It was an easy step over to that path. And so we started specializing last year in the ability to do both trips and events, right? And then as we move forward into 2023, we started experiencing more growth in certain areas that were not specifically aligned with just trips and events, but planning overall. And I'm going to tell you today the direction that Planiversity is going and how it's going to be able to benefit you, especially if you're a business in the future. What's up, everyone? Eric Allen, founder of Planiversity, back with you again to this week talk about how it is that Planiversity can benefit a business and the direction that we're going from here. So I hope you have a cup of coffee. As usual, I of course do. And now I want to talk about, just real quickly, about the direction that we're going. You might have noticed last week we released a video on YouTube that highlighted how it is that Planiversity could actually benefit a business. But, rather than going full broad perspective, this time we actually talked about it from the insider perspective. If you're the business and you're trying to use Planiversity, how is it that this software could actually benefit you? And the overall message was consider Planiversity the control hub, right? And what we're doing here is we're planning and disseminating. So let me kind of bridge the gap. Years ago, when we started this idea, and about 2 years ago when we released the software to the public, one of the things that we did was we highlighted ourselves as a travel itinerary builder, right? It was, you come here, you plug in all your details, the system organizes all of that information into a PDF document. And that was convenient, right? That was helpful. But upon more suggestions and information coming back to us, reviews, things like that, we started digging into evolving more to offer different types of services, right? So instead of just being very strict in the way that we were at that time, we started to open up certain functions. We started to kind of tweak them, open them up, make them capable of doing more in one sitting. So now, instead of being able to just come here and plug in some information, now the system is doing half the work for you. You tell what information you need in certain areas, and it's providing that information for you, okay? And it's only getting easier in that respect. So once we did actually incorporate the event planning function, it wasn't that big of a leap, right? If you can plan a trip, you can plan an event. The only thing you're not doing is adding travel details. But even so, if you're going to plan an event, events and trips kind of go together, right? Especially for businesses. If you're the type of business who is sending employees or sending workers, or sending, your sales reps, your engineers, your consultants, students, whatever, if you're sending them to a location to attend an event, it made absolute sense to be able to bridge that gap. But now we're expanding even further beyond that because it became abundantly clear that Planiversity is one of those things you got to kind of put a little bit of work into. You come here, you take your information, you plug it in, and now you can enjoy an organized version of all of your information. But that wasn't enough to stop there, right? Where it needed to go and where it was very clear to us today to go is considering Planiversity the control hub in which you're going to plan from, and then you're going to be able to disseminate that information very easily. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to pull up an art right here, some new art that we have that kind of highlights our application, right? And that way you can actually see visually what it's doing for you. But what I want is for you to picture yourself as a business, and you have 100 employees, 10 employees, 5 consultants working for you, 100 students getting ready to travel abroad for the next semester. You have people that are dependent on information that you possess, right? And instead of sitting there and hammering out an itinerary on a Word document, or planning everything and just emailing it out and people losing it in the rest of their emails, now you can actually have all that information easily organized in one location and easy to disseminate from that one location. So picture yourself as a business. You have 10 employees out there who are all preparing to go out and visit their next clients, right? You're the person with the information, you're intaking, you're the one setting things up, and what you need to do is push that information out to them. This is where Planiversity can benefit you, because now at this end, it could be anything. It could be that you're sending those people on a trip, you're sending them to attend an event, you are sending them out to deal with the next client, you're sending them out to, show a house to the next potential buyer, you're sending them as a student abroad so that they can attend, a semester in Barcelona. There's so many ways that you can go with this, but you're the person with the information. They're the people that need to receive the information and just execute from there, right? You just need them to take information and move. Well, that is where Planiversity is going. We are now going to be a communication tool. We're going to be an information hub that you can broadcast your information to, and it's going to be able to help you so much, not only in terms of organizing the travel for these individuals and the events for these individuals, but just being able to share the information with these individuals. So now you'd actually be able to sit here, plan everything out, and perhaps you have 3 people that are going to the same location. All you have to do is go through Planiversity, connect those 3 people. As long as they have an account and they're team members, you connect them. And now you put that plan together, you connect them, boom, broadcast it out, and now those people receive that plan right here in their phone. As long as they have the Planiversity app, they pull it up, and now they've got all that live information right there. And we're talking their documents, their timeline, their notes, any of that information that's relevant to them, it's all going to be right there. So now they don't need to sit there and fiddle with the information. They don't need to do anything back. They don't even need to sift through emails. They just receive it all in one location. It's right there. And it's easy. So now you have 3 people on the same page, and maybe you have the other 7 people who are going to different locations. It's easy. Same thing. You just produce your plan on this end. You sit here. You generate it all. You're the one person who has to hold the information. They're the people who have to receive the information, which is a position a lot of companies are in. And now you can easily disseminate that information, create the plans for each of those individuals, and boom, broadcast it out. No more sifting through your emails, no going through your emails to see where the email is that you sent out to Bob or the email that you sent out to Tina. You don't have to do any of that. Now you know what trip relates to which individual. You can access that trip information at any time, and as you connect that person, they just receive what they're supposed to receive, and now they have the information that is relevant to their case only. It's so simple. So consider Planiversity not just a travel planning tool. Don't consider us an event planning tool. Consider us a planning tool capable of organizing your trips and events and easily disseminating information. It's going to improve communication, it's going to improve information flow, and it's going to be capable of organizing trips and events and more. So I hope this helps. This was a shorter video today, but I just wanted to explain, because I'm so excited about the direction that we're going, what it is that we can do for you and how it is as a business that we can actually help you. So, of course, as always, if you have any questions, reach out to us, plans@planiversity.com. We hope to hear from you. If you have any suggestions on how this service might be able to better benefit you, please reach out to us. We love hearing suggestions. In the meantime, take care. We'll see you all soon.